Hello, today I am going to talk to you about my placement year at Synergy Medical Technologies. For the last 11 months, I have been completing my placement year at Synergy Medical Technologies as a design consultant and product manager. Synergy Medical Technologies are a Brighton-based company which focus on orthopedic medical devices used by healthcare professionals. Synergy has two main areas of interest: autologous regenerative medicine for musculoskeletal conditions and the treatment of osteomyelitis, also known as orthopedic bone infection. My main role at this company was as a design consultant, creating media and marketing materials. This included adverts for social media, content for websites and documents, logo ideation, and creating videos, to name a few. I am also a product manager. This role means I have the responsibility over a specific area of interest. My area is trauma. Within this role, I have to research the topic, collect information, and attend meetings to discuss how we can move forward. During my time so far at SMT, I have had many different roles, not all as a designer though. I have been taught how to package, ship, and dispatch orders across Europe, taught vital business skills that can be applied in the future, completed some admin jobs such as looking for flights and hotels for upcoming trips. I was even lucky enough to partake in surgical attendance, where I represented the company at one of the UK's top orthopaedic hospitals. Over the past 11 months, I have developed and gained many new skills. I have improved my previous skill set. Before starting my placement, I had prior knowledge on some of the programs from Adobe, such as InDesign and Illustrator, but my skill set was fairly basic. I have been using InDesign almost daily to put together documents and other media materials to send out across the world to promote our product. I have been using Illustrator to create a variety of items. I have mostly used it to create icons and illustrations of medical devices. Within the Adobe suite, I have also had the opportunity to use Premiere Pro, creating video content for the website, but also others which have been used as advertisement for events and products and sent around the world. This was a software which I had no experience with before my placement. In the last few weeks, I have had the opportunity to begin learning how to use the software Blender. I have started to follow tutorials on how to make basic items, different objects, and messed around with sculpting tools. I have also completed my MIA. The MIA is a training resource which provides healthcare professionals with the correct training before entering into a hospital or medical practice. Throughout my time at Synergy, I was given many different projects to work on. Some of them were one-off short projects, and others were very long and interlinked with other projects. Below, I have stated a few of the main projects I have worked on throughout my time at Synergy Medical Technologies. One of the first products I was given to research was the use of soy-based material in skincare. It involved reading many medical papers, market research, and discussion with company directors and scientists based at the university. Another one of the projects I've been working on has been the Winkler technique. This project began in 2020. It is still running. In this project, we are putting together a surgical technique brochure which explains in detail the Winkler technique and how and when to apply it, and the benefits of performing this technique over others. This project has really enabled me to develop my skill set. A project that's still ongoing is our social media campaign. This campaign was set up to drive traffic to our website and hopefully build up our customer base. We use social media to help us target potential customers. We set up a Facebook page for two of our company brands, AllogenRx and Synergenet, regularly updating the feed with posts and adverts which would catch the eye of our viewers. We also use this platform to communicate with these customers via Messenger, and it helped provide the customers with a more personal feel. During my time at SMT, I created a wealth of icons and illustrations which can be used in current and future documents. For consistency throughout documents, it was important to use the same icons for each element instead of changing the appearance. For the duration of my time here, I was able to create a large library of icons which can be used across all companies and documents to keep a level of consistency. I was fairly lucky not to face too many challenges during my time on placement. However, one of the main and obvious challenges of this year was completing my placement during a global pandemic. COVID had a significant impact on my placement year. It affected our days of work. It meant on occasion we had to work from home. It also meant that we did not have as much of an opportunity to attend as many surgeries as previous students have. However, even though it has had an effect on my hours and made some things more difficult, I was still lucky enough to be able to work throughout both lockdowns. This has meant I can fully benefit from the placement year, and I was able to have one-to-one interactions with the directors of the company. Another challenge faced at the start of my placement was my lack of knowledge for medical terminology. Being a medical company, there was many new phrases and words which I'd never heard before, and it was crucial I could learn them for future conversation with healthcare professionals or even go into surgery. For example, during surgery, you must know the correct terminology for direction. For example, if you were going to say go to the left side, it's not necessarily clear what you mean. You could mean the left side of the patient, or you could mean the left side of the surgeon, etc. This is very important to understand as it can lead to many complications during surgery. To solve this problem, I made sure I did my research and took notes. Whenever something was said to me that I was unsure about, I would jot it down and research it later on. I was given a medical orthopedic book which helped me research different medical topics which were discussed. During September to December, bi-weekly we were asked to complete research and present what we had learnt to the rest of the office. This really helped me improve my speaking skills, but also my knowledge of topics from osteomyelitis, biofilm phenomena to the regeneration of new bone. A small challenge phase was back in August when I was developing the files for a product box. Once completed and thoroughly checked over, the product box files were sent over to the printing company. Once received by the printing company, they notified us that the files were not exported in a high enough resolution, which meant the printing on the boxes may appear fuzzy. This was something I had no idea about and always thought that when exporting Illustrator files, it was just a set resolution and couldn't be changed. We soon realised this problem needed to be fixed and quickly as the printing process was due to start. I had a call from one of the employees at the printing company who talked me through the different resolution settings on Illustrator and which setting variations need to be on when exporting something at high resolution printing. Thankfully, this problem was resolved quickly. I always knew that taking part in university placement would be very beneficial, but I never realised quite how much I would learn and develop, and not just my skill set, but as a person too. Synergy has provided me with fantastic opportunities this past 11 months, which I never thought could be possible. I have developed my skills hugely. Looking back at my work I completed prior to this placement to now is unbelievable how far I've come. For someone who could only really use Adobe InDesign and Illustrator to create basic documents, to now creating things that are being sent all over the world and receiving praise in return. I also attended 2 surgeries, which gave me an insight into the world which I would like to design for in the future. I have also learnt many vital business skills. Synergy is a small company, which meant we were working closely with the company directors on a daily basis. This allowed me to observe how an international company is run, how to deal with issues which arrive, deciding which piece of work should take priority and how to balance a large workload. We were taught things such as the 80-20 rule, which has proven to be very important for time management in the last 11 months. And most importantly, I have gained more confidence, not only within myself, but also within my design work. So far, for my final year project, I would like to look further into medical design. Previously, my focus was just on prosthetic design, but after the last year, I have realised the field of medical design is so vast, there really could be a massive opportunity for me to explore areas other than prosthetic design. At the moment, my focus is on the lack of access individuals have to medical equipment, whether it be specific treatment, basic first aid kits, or even just a general lack of knowledge on basic first aid, which could potentially be a life-saving factor. In order to delve deeper into this, there are some areas and questions I would like to research further. For example, how many people sign up to first aid courses? How many people know basic first aid? The comparison between healthcare access within different countries and the effects of private healthcare has on the knowledge of first aid. Thank you.